Hi. All right. Ashtanga ABCs. My name is Karen Murray, and I'm making a little video series called Ashtanga ABCs. And I'm doing this because I've been practicing this practice for about 20 years. No, not quite that long, maybe 18. And I'm 64 years old, and it's modified Ashtanga primary series. So I'm not an Ashtanga perfectionist, but I do know that there are certain aspects of the practice that are extremely therapeutic, and the entire practice and the sequence helps you to detoxify, align, strengthen, unlock the body. It's literally the fountain of youth. And I've done this practice to recover from a accident where I got hit by a school bus when I was riding my bicycle about 13 years ago. I've used this practice to keep myself alive through grief of losing a son. And I've done this practice to recover and prepare for and recover from hip replacement surgery and Lyme disease. And it's pretty much been what's kept me stable throughout the years. The first thing I'm going to cover, first video is going to be on breath, locks, flow, gaze. So the breath in Ashtanga yoga is Ujjayi breathing. So it's a special breathing technique. It's shortcut description. People describe it as that Darth Vader breath. So you're closing down the throat and you can hear like Kegel contraction. And then there's the Uddiyana Bandha, which is pulling in the muscles. It's like 4 finger widths below the navel. So my navel is there and there's 4 finger widths, and I'm pulling that in right there. And that's really subtle. And then the Jalandhara Bandha is right here in the throat. And you just go, make it really hard to breathe. So there's like, after a while, there's heat that is built up in your body, and that's what makes you sweat. And I mean, I've been in a class where I've had to wring out my clothes afterwards, but I don't normally sweat that easily. All right. So that's the breathing and the bandhas. You can read more about that and find a lot more information on the internet. I love the internet. Drishti as your focus. So the drishti, there's 2 aspects of it. There's your internal gaze. What are you concentrating on internally, and your external gaze? So typically in each pose, there's a specific external gaze. And the internal gaze is pretty much, it's like, where do you want to direct your attention? I like to direct my attention to finding some stability and strength and good energy alignment while I'm in a pose. And so, you know, that can mean something different for different people. And the drishti, the gaze, outer gaze, you want to keep your eyes trained to not wander around, which can be just, you know, drag your mind with it. So maybe we're going to look at the tip of the nose, or we're going to look at the belly when I fold forward, or up at the fingertips when we go to the side. So that's your gaze. All right. And that's enough for today. Thank you.